So hello and welcome to our video. We're going to kick off over here at St Katharine Docks, which is just a beautiful place to be. It's less visited than a lot of other tourist attractions because you have the Tower of London and Tower Bridge right close by. Okay, so I get it, all right, that's fine. But this is a phenomenal place to come to. But also, right near here, you've got the Thames Path as well. Oh, and by the way, it's worth doing this bridge if you get the chance. You've got great coffee shops down here as well, by the way. Unshameless plug, or shameless plug to our coffee channel. We tested a coffee down here at the White Mulberries, which was absolutely phenomenal. So you want to come and try a coffee down here. But then, you've got this fantastic walkway. And quite often, it's not out. So they take it away because lots and lots of boats come down here through the marina, the lock from the Thames, and then into this wonderful marina over here as well, which we must come down and cover at some point. But lots and lots of water. It's just a fantastic place to be. But anyway, straight across, and then you've got the Dickens Inn. But today we're doing something slightly different. So we're going to start off here. We're going to get on the Thames Path and walk a little bit of the Thames Path. So not heard of the Thames Path? Let me tell you more in just a couple of seconds. But beforehand, this is the Dickens Inn. Right, which is rather lovely. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oh, I've got a funny feeling it's one of those, it's not one of the original sort of pubs or anything else like that, but if I'm wrong, I'll put that in the comments down, I'll put that on the screen down below. But anyway, what I want to do is just give you a little stroll from here. Also, there you go, great photo opportunity there, if you want it, with a red pillar box and a red phone box right by the side of each other. But then we're going to go out, we're going to go down, we're going to find the little path that goes down by the Thames. And the Thames Path itself is both on the north and the south bank. So we're on the north bank, we're heading down towards Wapping. Now also the good thing about the Thames Path as well, especially in central London, is well and truly marked. So in theory, you shouldn't get lost. There we go. Roads here, oh look, and there, Wapping Woods, etc., which is where we're sort of heading down towards, is straight down this way. And a good tip, keep on the path. You know what's going to happen, don't you? You're going to walk right in front of a bike. Now, the Thames Path itself starts over in Gloucester at the source of the Thames. The actual Thames Path itself is about 175 miles long. It takes it all in. But the London part starts at Richmond, which we've covered in a previous video. And I tell you what, I'll put that at the back so when you finish watching the video, there's a link to Richmond upon Thames, which is lovely. And that's where the path starts, and it goes all the way to Woolwich. So it goes up from Richmond, goes round where the river goes. Here we go, let's give you some of the views as I carry on. So you don't want to see my ugly face. This is Miller's Wharf. So all these buildings would have been wharf storage buildings, buildings doing stuff all related to the water. Now this one here, Miller's Wharf, this building dates back to 1865, and just as a reminder, if you don't remember, interesting fact, oh I love that. Now if you look up the top there, if that bit in London, if you want to see London, look up, you have got the cranes up by the top parts there. Yeah, hopefully you can see that, zoom that in. You've got the sort of the pulley system that they would have used to get the bits and pieces upstairs, you know, block and tackle, pulleys and all the rest of it. All very scientific, sort of physics related. But that's what they would have used to get that in through there. And it's also worth remembering, oh, I wonder if we can get down here. I love these. So this is Alderman's Stairs, little alleyway that takes you from the road down to the Thames. No, so when the Thames is out, you can get down there and get onto the shoreline. But as you can see today, the Thames is up, so you can't. There you go. So you can get right close up to the Thames. That's how close you can get. Love it. Right, we'll carry on walking. So about 15 minutes ago, I think I was going to tell you all about the wharfs. And the word wharf, W-H-A-R-F, actually stands for warehouse at riverfront. There you go. Told you it was signposted. Brilliant. There you go. So we're going to get onto the Thames Path. So that's what wharf means. Yeah, warehouse at riverfront. So hence these were all warehouses, places where they took the stuff off the boats. And here we go. Here we've got the Thames across the Butler's Wharf. But then as we go out a little bit further, you can see the Shard and you can see the mighty Tower Bridge as well. But we're walking away from it and out towards Canary Wharf. That's sort of the direction that we're going. Now, these wharves have been long since turned into flats, so residential places. Actually, Miller's Wharf. We'll have a look and see how much the average, got something loud there, someone's loud car. We'll have a look and see what the average house price is for, or flat price even, is for one of these places here on the river. But I'll tell you what we'll also do. Ignore the cranes, Leslie, if you're watching. I know you like to do crane watch. Or don't like to do crane watch is more the point. But what we'll do is, let's just quickly pop up here, because as you see, you've got, this is called Tower Bridge Wharf. Here, you've got the boats going by. You've got Butler's Wharf over the other side there. Done videos on that before. That gets used a lot for filming. But as you sort of swing round, oh, I like that. Within here, look, you've got that sort of mast area with a flag on it. Love it. But then as you go round, you've got these beautiful boats and tugs and other bits and pieces all moored up here. With a beautiful view across. And for me, coming down here when the tide is up is lovely, because then you haven't got the mud flats and everything doesn't seem so far away, and it actually does feel like the Thames when the water is high tide, or close to high tide, because it actually really does feel like it as opposed to a mud bath. Lovely, isn't it? Just give you, tell you what, let's just give you a quick panoramic view round. So you've got lots of building that's taken place, lots of flats. I don't know how much they are, glass ones. Views. Right, straight down the river that way is Canary Wharf. And then you just swing round. You've got sort of a vessel repair place by the looks of it, sort of marine services and fuel on the go. And then as you swing round there, you have the Shard, Tower Bridge. And if you can just see it straight down, we will zoom in, but it just depends on the quality that we can get from here. You can see the dome of St Paul's Cathedral, and then next to it on the right, you have the monument with the golden, or the gold leaf on top of it, which a good friend of mine did many, many years ago. Imagine the heights of that. Now from this distance, it almost looks like it's the same height as St Paul's Cathedral, but that's just perspective playing tricks on you. And then you just swing around, there you go, you've got the Shard there as well, and back round to Butler's Wharf. Lovely. Right, so our place we're going to go is over here, which is just over the other side here, which is a little park, which I've discovered. And it's called the Blitz Park. Well, it's got the Blitz Memorial. So it's a memorial to those that died in the Second World War in the Blitz here in central London. There we go. So what you do, all the different alcoves and little bays and all the rest of it that the water goes, then you go round. So you're going to have to let me know, guys, because as we come out here now, we've got the Thames Path, but interested to know, is the Thames Path something you'd like me to cover? Now, we've covered bits of the Thames Path, and I remember when I was down, near Battersea, and I did a bit of walking down there, we did some of the Thames Path with Fulham Football. Oh, it's Putney, that's right, and all the rowing, etc. down there. But if it's something you want me to do a series on, do you know what, I could do. So do let me know in the comments down below, would that be something you'd like to see? The Riverside of the Thames. Right. Okay, as we go walking down here, I hope it's all going to be quite easy flowing and easy to sort of follow. Haven't seen any more signs. And now we're on Wapping High Street. Now that's good. You've got the bikes here, so you can get on the bikes. And we're now going to go into the Hermitage Riverside Memorial Garden. And this, as I said, it's got the Blitz Memorial. But it's lovely, isn't it? You've just got these little gardens all here. Right by the side of the Thames. Do you know what this reminds me of? We did one on Chelsea and Chelsea Harbour quite some time ago, which is once again out on the other side of the Thames, right out past sort of Hammersmith and Battersea and that sort of way. It really reminds me of the gardens there, but it's lovely. But here, with the Shard and Tower Bridge behind, you have this. And this is a memorial structure in the memory of the East London civilians who were killed and injured in the Second World War, which is 1939 to 1945, and the suffering of those who lost relatives, friends and homes. Tens of thousands of men, women and children lost life and limb in the wartime bombing of London and other major cities. More than 1 million homes were destroyed, and the most intense bombing occurred between September 1940 and May 1941 and became known as the Blitz, from the German Blitzkrieg, meaning lightning war. In the first 3 months of the Blitz, bombs rained on London almost every single night. The Port of London, with its docks, warehouses and industry, was an important strategic target for the German bombers, and also an easy one to locate along the Thames, with the moonlight and starlight and etc. shining off it. And countless bombs fell on the surrounding densely packed streets of East and South East London, which were home to London's poorest families. The consequences were devastating. And on this side stood the Hermitage Wharf, which was hit during a massive firebomb raid on the City of London on the 29th of December 1940. So this memorial structure was designed by Wendy Taylor CBE, and the symbol of the dove, of course, is intended to suggest hope rather than dwell intrusively on the dead. And its representation as an absence. So you've got the structure here, but sort of the silhouette of it symbolises and signifies the loved ones who were lost. The garden and sculpture were commissioned by the Hermitage Investment Group, all put together and paid for by local businesses. So there you go. It gives you a little bit of history to the Blitz and the bombing, etc. and everything that happened here. And also what I've just noticed as well, we're going to have a look, but as we have a look down here, there's a couple of people sitting on chairs and they're painting the boats. So let's do a little walk down the Thames Path. Oh, there's a few people down here. You've got sketching and everything going on. And what I like here is you've got a view across to the boats. You can see the tide going in now, so it's just moving gently on the swell. But you've got one of those sort of dome shapes in there as well for protection on one of the boats. Love it. I don't know, there's something relaxing about being by the water. Love it. So we'll carry on walking down this way, and as we do, we've got more people either sketching or painting. So it's a nice little area, and it just brings people down to come and have a look at this. Lovely. And then of course, I suppose you've got the boat, but then you take in the Shard and Tower Bridge, and you really have got everything in your picture. Amazing. So, Hermitage Gardens here on the Thames Path, and let's, as I say there's more people coming through the gates to come and find their spots to come and do their painting. So it's obviously very, very well known within artistic circles. Love it. Right, let's carry on the path. Oh, and as you carry on the path, you come past a rather posh restaurant. Well, it must be posh because 3 courses lunch, Monday to Friday, £42. Yeah, I think I might miss out, but it looks very nice in there, very swish. White tablecloths, but I don't think we'll put the camera on that. I've got a funny feeling I'll probably be chased away. Right, let's go over here and give you a view round. Got another painter down there as well. Lovely. So as I said, the Thames Path is both north and south of the river. So this is the north part, and actually Woolwich, as far as it's concerned, is probably about, what, 3-4 miles away. So actually, the London part of it is well and truly the other side. So it's out in the sort of the suburbs, more the outer reaches of the tube line to get to start doing the walking. But it's reachable. So do let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it something you'd be interested in watching? And if we get enough comments and all the rest of it, it could be something that we turn into a series and then we film, I don't know, one every couple of months, etc., as we walk our way through London. And of course, finishing off at Woolwich, but coming through central London for the bits that everyone does down by the embankment, or alternatively on the South Bank, which I have covered before. And actually that's a nice little area. So really hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed the Thames piece with the boats, and also how they've completely developed the Riverside with all of the flats and people with their awnings and their garden furniture out, all ready for the summer. So I said I'm going to put Richmond at the end of this video, so that'll be up in the top right hand corner. And if you love walking around London, I'm also going to put a playlist now up in the top right hand corner, so you can click on that. And we do quite a few different walks around London. And for me, the best way of getting around London is not by tube or bus or anything else like that, but it's sort of dump yourself off somewhere and go for a beautiful walk. So I'll put a playlist of some of our walks that we've done around London up the top as well. So I hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you very soon on the next video. And I will leave you with the beautiful Thames and the view straight down. Thanks for watching. See ya.